Liberal leadership candidate Mark Carney has announced that, if elected Prime Minister, he will immediately remove the consumer carbon tax. Instead, Carney proposes an incentive program to reward green choices while maintaining taxes on large industrial emitters. He also plans to introduce a carbon border adjustment to penalize high-polluting foreign imports. How do you feel about replacing the carbon tax with incentive-based programs? In his bid for liberal leadership, Mark Carney emphasizes the need for a shift from consumer carbon taxes to incentive-based programs that encourage environmentally friendly choices. He argues that this approach will be more effective in reducing emissions and promoting sustainable practices among Canadians. Carney also highlights the importance of maintaining taxes on large industrial polluters and implementing penalties for high-polluting imports. Do you think incentive-based programs are the key to effective climate action? As part of his climate strategy, Liberal leadership hopeful Mark Carney proposes introducing a carbon border adjustment mechanism. This policy aims to penalize foreign imports with high carbon footprints, ensuring that international producers adhere to environmental standards comparable to those in Canada. Carney believes this will protect Canadian industries from unfair competition and encourage global efforts to reduce emissions. How do you think a carbon border adjustment will impact Canada's trade relationships? In his climate policy outline, Mark Carney emphasizes the importance of maintaining taxes on large industrial emitters. He argues that while consumers should be incentivized to make green choices, industries must be held accountable for their carbon emissions through continued taxation. Carney believes this balanced approach will drive significant reductions in greenhouse gas emissions across all sectors. Do you agree with focusing tax policies on industrial polluters rather than consumers? Former Bank of Canada and Bank of England Governor Mark Carney has officially entered the race for the Liberal Party leadership. Central to his campaign is a comprehensive climate agenda that includes replacing the consumer carbon tax with incentive programs, taxing large industrial emitters, and implementing a carbon border adjustment mechanism. Carney aims to position Canada as a leader in global climate action. How do you assess Carney's approach to balancing economic growth with environmental responsibility?